Good morning, I'm Alec.
And I'm Ben.
And we have your CGTV broadcast for Friday, November 12th. We have stories about one of our foreign exchange students, a snapshot of photography club, a look at the sidelines of CG games, and we answer your questions about AIM.
We'd like to start our broadcast this week with a fun story. Earlier this week, Landon Montfort, Elijah Matheson, Ethan Purdue, and Kaden York created a viral TikTok video for an AP project.
I'm a ligand.
I'm a ligand-gated ion channel receptor.
I am an ion.
That video received more than 300,000 views.
This week is International Education Week. To celebrate, Marzia Workman brings you a story about one of our 9 foreign exchange students, whose host family is a CG teacher.
Center Grove High School has 9 foreign exchange students enrolled this semester. One of them is Italian student Bianca Mantacapi, whose host family is science teacher Mrs. Carter.
I heard there was an opportunity for hosts for foreign exchange students from an exchange student I had last year, and she encouraged me to talk to the area rep, who then put me in contact with Bianca, and we were able to decide that that would be a good fit for both of us, and my application was approved and went through from there.
Mantacapi joined the Carter family over the summer. Mantacapi's school in Italy was focused on languages and is significantly smaller than CG.
Oh, this school year is like very big. There's many people, and in Italy we don't have like whole people come to a certain school, but we choose what we want to do in middle school. So I chose to do like a school specific for languages, but some people can decide like I like math, so I'm going to this school, or I like Italian, Latin, and I'm going to this one. So it's a big difference.
While Mantacapi hopes to improve her English speaking, she also hopes the experience in international education broadens her world.
I hope like that will improve my English. And I don't know, I wanted to make more connection, to meet new people, and also expand my like views, the culture, like how people live here.
Beyond academic skills and meeting new people, living in another country without her family has also challenged Mantacapi to be more independent.
I always wanted to do this experience, and I wanted to prove to my parents that I could do this. I also wanted to be more independent, and like I'm here and I like don't have anybody except for my host family. It was great, but I have to like do things on my own and try to sort out my problems, so without the help of anybody, so it's a challenge.
Both Mantacapi and Mrs. Carter say having an international education experience is worth it.
I do it because it's like a one lifetime experience. So if you don't do it now, you could have maybe like could do in university, but like it's the time, like do it, because it's really an experience that can change your life. You can meet like people that can, you could decide to go to university in America, or you could start to think about what you want to do. And I don't have any idea about what I want to do in the future, so maybe this can help.
Thanks, Marzia.
Photography Club is open to students interested in camera work. Matt Kish has the story.
Photography Club gives anyone with an interest in taking photos an environment to do fun, photo-based activities once a month.
We work a lot with like portrait photography, and we teach a lot of our members about what makes a good photo. We recently went on a field trip to Appleworks, where all of our members were asked to take photos of like nature, landscapes.
Many members do not have room in their schedule for Fowler's photo and advanced photo classes. The club helps members do the same things as in class on a less demanding timetable.
I took intro to photography my sophomore year, and I'm not in a photography class now, but I am running the club.
So you actually don't have to be in photography class to join. I actually take advanced photography, but I know a lot of people in the club don't have room in their schedules to take photography class as an actual class. So photography club really helps people kind of experience photography class in a less stressful environment once a month.
The club can be joined at any time by signing up on this QR code.
Thanks, Matt.
This week has given us practice for AIM. We asked students for their questions about the start of AIM on Monday. Marzia Workman and Taryn Kennedy talked to Dr. Henderson to bring us the answers.
Hey CG, for this week's broadcast, we asked you what you wanted to know about AIM. We brought your questions to Dr. Henderson for answers. Our first question was, why do we have AIM?
Yeah, so great question. So the reason we have AIM is several years ago, teachers wanted to come up with a way to be more strategic about how we utilized instructional time to provide additional time and supports to students who, for whatever reason, might have been struggling with the content, may have missed some school due to an absence or illness, those kinds of things.
Our second question was, where do you select for AIM if you have good grades and no missing assignments?
Yeah, great question. So some teachers may choose to run a study hall in their particular AIM location for a day. If they don't have any students that have missing work that they need to call in, they may create an AIM session that's a study hall session.
Our third question was, will teachers be allowed to select you for AIM simply to fill their room?
So we've asked teachers, because based on the number of students that we have in the building, to have somewhere between 15 and 20 students assigned to their room each day. Otherwise, we don't have a large enough space to house students who aren't assigned, right? The auditorium will only hold so many students. So we can't have 2,000 students who aren't assigned to a room because we don't have any place to put them. So we've asked teachers to try to fill their room with between 15 and 20 students.
Our final question to Dr. Henderson was, how long will AIM last?
The intent is that it becomes a regular part of our school's environment, 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, with Friday remaining a star class.
Thanks, guys. AIM begins on Monday, so be sure to make your selections for where to go.
The crowd at a football game is often called the 12th man, to represent the importance of the fans' support of the team, but on the sidelines of the games throughout the season are athletes who are responsible for building the crowd's enthusiasm. Emma Watson has a story about the support on the sidelines of games.
Every Friday night, as the football team takes the field, two other teams also prepare for their role in a Trojan victory. The dance team and the cheerleading squad provide support from the sidelines.
I think dance is important because we're a little added entertainment, we're a little spice. It's helpful to have something to watch during halftime, especially when it's cold like right now. So I just hope we can bring a little joy to everyone.
Cheer is super important at a football game to be able to get the crowd to come together as a group and show a lot of spirit to support our team. For example, at the Cathedral game, it was super awesome because the game was super close and the cheerleaders got the crowd to be able to start chants, and it really hyped up the football team.
I think it helps bring just a little bit added extra enthusiasm to the whole game day experience. And when you go to big colleges, they also have the whole stadium is filled, which is we like to call it spirit squads. So it just adds a different flair to what the cheerleaders they're speaking and they're trying to get the crowd involved, and whereas we use our motions and our movement to get the crowd involved. And I just hope that helps bring a lot more spirit and enthusiasm to the game and to what's going on in the field.
What you see on a Friday night actually started back in the summer.
To prepare for a football game, we've been actually cheering since June. So we have been putting together all of our baskets and our stunts and all of the big tricks and skills you see since the beginning of the summer. But each week we come up with a new routine and new chants to do every week.
Oh goodness, we start way back right after tryouts, so we start working on our sideline dances. We also go to camp and we learn game day material there, and then we practice and make formations to make it a little bit more interesting. And so there's a lot of months that go into the preparation for doing game day football.
Whether it's pumping up the crowd, celebrating Trojan touchdowns, or performing in front of the community, both cheerleaders and dancers look forward to Friday nights.
My favorite part of the football game is when we make a touchdown. We do these big basket tosses and throw people into the air, and it's super fun because all the fans get up on their feet for the fight song.
Getting to dance at games is definitely a privilege. We get to be part of our community and raise spirit, which is really good. And it's just super fun to be able to do what you love in front of, all your peers.
Cheering at the games is super special to me because my brother is actually a varsity football player out on the field every Friday night, so it's super awesome for part of our bond to be able to share that connection of cheering on the Trojans and going Trojan victories.
Thanks, Emma. Tonight, the Trojan football team faces Lawrence North on the road.
That's all we have for you today, CG.
Bye.